EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go. 43.
Throwing to start here is Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. 2 going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And this one is incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. The Browns send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this returnable for Hill. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 45 on 2nd down. Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders...
He's got a man. Complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mostert looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sanders. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Watson. He's looking deep for Bell. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And that flag accepted. 2 and now on first down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On first down, Tagovailoa. A quick slant to Hill. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
He's got a man, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Watson now to throw. Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now it's Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. He's looking deep for Bell. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of Reception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run with Mostert off the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up, that last INT. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, it's Mostert. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off.
Ready up. What's that, man? 52. Watch it. 6.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Facing challenges.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate.
There he goes, left side. to add on to